life is a challenge and everybody should take it with a smiley face.
Okay.
Topmost is the digital, then analog, and then SSD. For RA, it is a bit difficult for getting internship.
So hello everyone. Today we have Ayush someone from IIT Bombay who is currently pursuing M.Tech RA in ICS, and he joined IIT Bombay in 2023. We'll have a session with him where we'll explore and try to know about the M.Tech RA program, difference between M.Tech RA and TA program, and also the different programs that are offered in electrical department like ICS and electronic systems, solid state device. So get through all these details through this session. So stay tuned. So before we begin, Ayush, could you introduce yourself, like a bit more about
So
yourself?
yeah, right. So my name is Ayush, and I am currently pursuing the MTech RA in ICS department from Electrical Engineering, Bombay, IT Bombay. So these things actually I have been studying since last 1 year, and it is a 3 year program. So I will be graduated next year.
Okay.
This is the shortest introduction that I want to say.
And about your UG, where you did your BTech from,
Okay,
and then
so
yes.
the thing is that JE has not been get so good rank. So I've done from the West Bengal Engineering College, that is the Calcutta University. From there was some lockdown period, something like that. You all know, aware of that coronavirus and everything. In meantime, I prepared. I have also done 1 year of job, and after that, I cleared the gate, and then I got the chance to study in IIT Bombay as M.Tech RA. That is the
Okay, so that's good. So let's begin with finding out the difference between different programs. Like once someone clears M.Tech, BTech after qualifying gate, so they will have different options to pursue M.Tech in electrical engineering of IIT Bombay. So generally, students are
so
confused about different branches that are offered. So can you just give a quick overview?
So I will just go point wise. Like
Okay.
suppose that MTech category, there is two three categories are there. Like first is the TA, and then the RA categories comes. So
Okay.
in all those category, we have different branches like ICS, electronic system, SSD. The thing is that whatever we learned in electrical engineering so far, we just
Hmm.
go all those things, communication, devices, analog, digital, everything we learn. But in the
Hmm.
MTech, what happens that the division comes. People used to
Okay.
get divided between digital, analog, SSD. We can say this is as a hierarchy.
Okay.
Topmost is the digital, then analog, and then SSD. SSD comes at the root level, or you can say that is the base of electronics. You can say SSD,
Okay.
which compromises of a small means like MOSFETs, solid state devices. Its
Hmm.
full name is solid state devices. We actually learn previously what we are using. We were using so much BZTs and all, but
Hmm.
nowadays it comes about the MOSFET, because MOSFET is more powerful than the BJT, and the controlling is also very nice. That's why we use those things. So SSD is mainly device level things. You will learn that how the band gap is, what the band gap is there, how the
Okay.
electrons flows up, what are the current values and all. After that, in the next radkits can analog devices, analog circuits,
Hmm.
that compromises of designing everything, whatever we have like radio phone, something like that. So everywhere there is a design. We have the amplifier, we have the another circuits, some with the different applications in the
Okay.
industry. And then the digital market. So what happens that in ICS compromises of analog as well as the digital. Whatever
Hmm.
you want to make profile, IIT Bombay gives the freedom of everything. You can choose whatever course you want. In ICS,
Okay.
there is maximum courses are elective ones. There are no compulsory courses that you have to do. In
Okay.
electronic systems, the electronic systems main focus goes for the digital part. Digital part, you can
Hmm.
say, is like coding something like to powering the electronic devices. Like suppose
Okay.
you have made some circuit, suppose you have made some analog power or something like that. So to drive those analog power, to make it work, you can code with the FPGA or something like that. You can integrate things. And that digital comes. So ICS is like that. E5 is mainly focused on digital, and SSD I told device level things.
Okay. Okay. So I hope these will clear the dif- confusion between these three branches, because generally people when going for this counseling, they have a lot of confusion which one to
Yeah.
choose. So I think it will clear. You want to tell about
We
other branches also?
Yeah, we also had that confusion initially
Confusion.
that
Yes.
previously
Um,
what we meet that other branches are also there like power electronics is there
hmm
because the mostly people's from the electrical background comes with that.
Electrical
Other
background.
is communication. Yeah, our communication branch is also there. Communication maximum deals with the mathematical things and machine learning oriented something like that. Mainly mostly this compromises of mathematics, deep mathematics.
Okay.
So these five branch I can say in electric engineering that is, IIT Bombay offered for MTech as well as PhD also.
There are different programs. TA program, 2 years program. Then we
Yeah,
have 3-year program RA. So TA also have TA and TAP, and RA also has RA and RAP, like two. So just the way you explained previous thing, can you tell about
yeah.
these programs in some points?
So what happens when we clear the gate? We actually have the COAP and registration and all. As you know, the COAP is just the output material. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
college you will get, it will show it up to there. After so all the IITs are individual forms that they have to fill. Suppose I
Mm-hmm.
fill IIT Bombay. Suppose anybody has filled IIT Kanpur or something like that. So in that filling option, there is the option of TA as well as RA.
RA.
TA actually fills at the top rank because you know IIT Bombay it has another
And
craze in
demand
the
is there. Uh,
outside demand in the outside world. So TACP is actually 2 year course. So maximum
mm,
student try for the TACP as it completes in 2 year. You say 1 year, but in the
okay.
RA we have the 3 year. So you have to give 1 year extra. Mainly, I will differentiate about TA and RA.
Mm-hmm.
TAP and RAP both are related to the project. Teaching
Okay.
assistant project means with the project funding they got the amount. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
TA and RA are two different branches, means two different category. In
Mm.
TA there is TAP and TA. In RA, RAP and RA.
And RA.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So mainly difference is TA and RA. So I will just go through TA and RA. After that, little bit about TAP and RAP. So RA and TA, I've said TA 2 year, RA 3 year program. The course material is fully same. Course material nothing changed. In placement also, you will not find any what I can say differentiation or discrimination between T and RA.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly I have heard that RA is choosing more better because they have spent 3 years. They used to take courses very precisely, whatever they want they used to take. But
Mm.
while if you are in the course for 2 years, so you have to take some courses that you don't want but still you have to fulfill the credit you have to take. Suppose
Okay.
you
Okay.
want to do digital profile, suppose you want to make FPGA and something electronic systems and embedded things and all of things, but you have the less time, you have to only 2 years. In between you have to apply for placements and all those things. Then in those courses you have to take analog courses also to fulfill the credit. So that TA has that disadvantage, but the advantage is that 2 year and RA will have the 3 year. So in TA what they will do, they will have to do less duty. Like
Mm-hmm.
in IITs or everything, the institution runs with the MTech student as well as the PhD student. They have to do work, and on the basis of work they will get a stipend something like that. So we have to do little amount of work in that case. So TA will have the as they have the 2 year course, so they will do little duty. Like suppose in 1 week they have to do 8 hour of duty. Suppose like that. Duty may
Okay.
vary. Duty like you have to assist the teacher for any course. You have to assist the
Mm-hmm.
lab for any course, and you have to have the BTech students in those courses or MTech student, whatever will be that duty. It's upon the professor that they will take. Okay, only two differences there, not more differences there. One is the actually longer time, another is the TA duty. Third is the RA. RA will have the more hour of duty, like suppose 40 hour of duty in a week or something like that.
Okay.
It is you have to work according to the whatever job you have given. Suppose you have given any particular lab, like I'm RA of two labs in two different
Mm-hmm.
semesters. In first semester, I used to take the analog lab. Second semester, I used to take the EDC lab, electronic devices lab. So in that, our mainly job is that to make the papers, to manage the students, how the students materials are there or not, lab materials are going right or not for the
Mm-hmm.
BTech student, so that BTech
Okay.
student can learn those things. We have to make different lab exercises, suppose some creative ones, and
Mm-hmm.
with integrative the industry, what is the industrial demand? Can you make something? And innovative, we have to put some innovative ideas, all those things in that. So
Okay.
that is the main duty of RA. So RAs have to spend little more amount of time.
More time.
RAs can assist the TA also. Like suppose any TA has come to the lab, so we will assist, not we will train them to do something work to help the
Okay.
student. So we will train TA, TA will train the BTech student, like that. Its hierarchy is like among the work. Its hierarchy is like that. So that is the major difference between TA and RA. And in
So,
IIT Bombay, there are two type of
mm,
RA. First is
okay.
institute RA, first is project RA. That is RAP. Project RA
Mm-hmm.
is directly assigned to the professor. Like suppose you come here for applying for RA. So to what will you there is that professor will call you. Professor sees your profile that yeah you are
Mm-hmm.
interested in something. You also sees the professor profile that they are working in some field. Suppose some professor working in ISRO, some professor working biomedical sector, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You find it very interesting. You will go approach to that professor. You will give the exam. You will interact with them. The interview round will happen. Then if that professor will feel that yeah you are the capable of the doing all those things that he is doing, or you are the right candidate, then he will prefer you. In that case, you will be research assistant project, means RAP,
Okay.
at project research assistant. You
Mm.
your payment or your stipend uh, will occur with the project, means whatever
Mm-hmm.
project you are working with, it will come from that. And
From that
our means
project.
I am the our means I am the institute RA. So my actually stipend comes from the MHRD.
Does this stipend differ?
In RAP and IRA, means institute RA, there is no
Mm.
difference in the stipend. Okay,
Okay.
but RAP is little tilted towards the professor in, means professor, what the professor is doing, how the project is going, if the
Mm-hmm.
funding is there or not. Means it is not like that you will not be paid. You will paid sequentially, but there are two category you can take advantage of that.
So that
And
I'm
there is
asking,
one
will the amount be more because it is coming through project?
means it's depends on the professor. Normally with
Okay.
the institution norms they are the fixed amount that they have to give.
Okay.
So I don't think that it will be greater because I have not seen those people that the amount
Mm-hmm.
is larger or what. It's the same to 12,400, but in the RA every year 1,000 rupees increases, like 12,400, 13,400, 14,400. And
So,
these numbers of selection is also not fixed, so it's very great advantage for the student. If the
mm-hmm.
vacancies are more, then you can apply. Like
Okay.
suppose this year the demands is 20 area, 30 area, or 30
Mm-hmm.
area. Suppose it may be varying, it's not the fixed
Okay.
number, but for the TA it's fixed. Like they have to take this much of size of a student, like 100 student or 15 student, like that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is the advantage of RA.
And so I would like you can share your application process to give a overview, like the application you applied and about your interview journey. So those things, if you
Okay.
can share, it will be helpful.
So I told previously that there you will get the COAP. After that, you will go to the IIT Bombay site. There you will find that application window. In application window, what you will do, you will just there will be a small box. You have to tick
Mm.
for RA. At my time, that was the scenario. This time, I don't know how the web page looks like, but I think it will be similar to that. So you have to just tick the RA, TAA, both. Just tick
Both.
it both. I will suggest you that try to pursue the course that you want. It's not like that you should pursue the institution. Mostly I will focus on the, means my priority is that I pursue the what is the what branch I want.
Mm.
I wanted ICS, then I will prefer ICS only. It's not like that I will get or not. That is another case. I will get or
Mm-hmm.
not on my rank. But if you want ICS, then try to give the first preference to the ICS. Don't try
I
to
see.
give communication or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have given the ICS as the first priority, then electronic system, and then rest all those things. Then after that, I got a call on the email that you are qualified for the examination for issue, means for RAP RA examination. So you should
Mm-hmm.
come. You can come to the IIT Bombay. So I had gone to the IIT Bombay. There is a nice stay of 3 days. So
Okay.
I was there. So the institute has provided that stay. We have taking some a small amount of token of money. So I have stayed there, and in in my time, what happened that there is a three process that I have to go through to get admission. First is that was that the written test. So
Mm-hmm.
in that year, I have given the written test. Written test, right, and after doing the written giving the written test at the evening, I say,
Mm-hmm.
Evening they said that they will announce the result, whoever have qualified or not.
Okay.
So fortunately, I have qualified that the written test. Then the next day, the second round comes. In the second round, what happened? That there is two things. First was the lab test, and second was that the interview. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so actually, the thing was that this lab test and interview was optional. You want to take anything. They actually
Okay.
previously they will give the list of names, like suppose list of works. In that there will be lab as well as the professor works also. Like
Mm-hmm.
suppose, for example, I am giving you. There are the 10 names. From the top, it is like well lab, electronics lab. There are two labs
Mm-hmm.
that will give well lab as well as the PC lab. After that, there will be projects. Suppose any professor working under the working what Navic project is there. So if any work is any professor working Navic, so it will get to this professor working under this professor working on this. You have to first actually make it in priority order. Like suppose any student want to know, I feel like exciting about doing any Navic project or doing any ISRO project with any professor. So he or she will be put her preference for the profession. Like suppose any professor, suppose any name XYZ, XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
So they, what he or she will do, she will give the first preference to that professor, then second, fifth, third, and after that they can give the preference to lab also or not also. Okay,
Okay.
but if you give the preference to lab, then you will be the institute RA. If you give preference to the professor, you will be the project area. That is
Projector.
actually because you are
Mm.
giving preference to that, yeah, because you willing to work in those sectors.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was the one case. So in my case, I had given the IRA position, so I have uh, given the preference to well lab. There is a lab named well lab, Advani Electronics Lab. So I've given to well lab, then PC lab. PC lab is actually maintaining all the servers in IT, means electrical department.
Mm.
Like there are many server related issues. Somebody has to get access, emails are there, networking are there, many more things are there
Mm.
that is related to the programming. PHP admission is there.
Okay.
This T admission, everything means all the related to the actually web page, HTML, those are controlled in the PC lab.
Mm.
Okay, so I've given both the lab exams, well lab exams as well as PC lab exams. In PC lab exams, mostly what they ask about the coding. It was just a coding interview, like
Okay.
PHP, HTML, CSS, Java, something like that. They will
Mm.
give the some problem, you have to solve it, something like that. Then there is a well lab RA. That lab is actually core of the electrical engineering. That lab compromises of different what I can say, AFG is there, or DSO is there, all those equipments that we use to
Okay.
generate the wave, to see the output or something like that. So they
Mm.
will give some, what I can say, some problem, like suppose you have to make some filter,
Okay.
high pass filter, low pass filter, something like that. So you have to implement those filters with the help of RC capacitance or anything, means op amp, whatever they will give the question paper, and you have to show the results on the DSO, digital oscillator. Okay?
Mm.
In that DSO you have to show something like that. Problem statement was there. I have done everything. There were many means helping hand was also there. It's not like that if you are new, you don't have equipment in your previous college, then you will not able to do. It's not like that. If
Mm.
you will ask anything, they will surely help you, that
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you can use this instrument like that. They will help you in solving your problem. But logic you have to give. Like suppose you want something, yeah, I want to do this, but I don't know to how to
Which
operate
components
this
to use?
application, which
Mm.
component to use, or how to operate this DSO AFG. I have not used AFG in
Okay.
my lab. In my previous college, there was suppose only one AFG. So
Mm.
how are I know? So these things they help in that. After that, what happened? I also give the third or fourth preference with the profession.
Okay.
So after that, the professor called me, and they have asked something related to my what I can say, मेरा जो भी strong part था उससे, suppose
Mm.
मेरा उस समय strong part analog था. So they have
Mm.
asked questions from means analog portion. Actually, the thing is that I will tell you some insights of asking what they ask actually. That
Okay.
till now, till gate, what happens? People used to solve questions with the designing. Suppose there is design, you have to solve, you
Mm-hmm.
have to find gain, you have to find something values. But
Mm.
while coming to the MTech, it's just reverse. You will
Okay.
given that you have to find this gain, now you have to design. It's
Design that
really
circuit.
opposite, yeah, that you also know
Okay.
that this
Mm-hmm.
thing happens. Like we used to do reverse things here. So same thing was happening in the interview also. They used to say that I want a circuit with gain of 10, so design
Mm.
the circuit. So I have designed in that. They used to ask questions, why you have taken this value, why you have used this op amp, why you has not used this op amp, what is the noise, what is the something like that, so on.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation goes on like that. So this was majorly happen. So after that, these were the three, what I can say,
Process.
hurdles that you have to
Mm-hmm.
clear, and then you can entering into the IIT Bombay. So
Okay.
after this, I gone back my home, and after some days, I got the letter. So I
Offer letter.
after that I
Offer
yeah.
letter will come through this what we say COAP
So
portal
it
only.
will come on the COAP only, as well as it
Uh,
will be also reflect on your Gmail that yeah, you are
mhm.
selected. All those uh, proper
But
mail,
when
proper
yes,
handout.
I have one
They will.
question that when this interview call letter came, there was something mentioned that to this RA result will come later because generally COAP results start coming in and RA interviews happen a bit later during our time in 2023. So there was something mentioned that if you want to accept this offer, you should not have accepted any offers on COAP portal before. So
Yeah, yeah. It
how did you like how will be sure
so
because in the first round suppose someone is getting one or two college second round and this result of RA will come later. So how did you manage this thing?
so what happened previously? It was come on the fourth round.
Okay, yes,
So
yes.
fourth round, I will say that for RA, TA actually, they are those who has the good rank under
Mm-hmm.
200, under 300.
Mm-hmm.
For the good IITs, means
Top
previously
one.
IITs. Every IIT
Mm-hmm.
is the good. I will not say that
Mm-hmm.
any IIT is bad. So the means what I can say, old IITs. So what happened? In my case, I did not had any actually in Coke portal. I did not had any offer till now. Okay, so I had only one MS offer from the IIT Bombay. So MS offer was not reflecting on the Coke. So
MS
I
from
was lucky in
IT
that one.
IT
Delhi,
Delhi or
sorry, IIT,
Delhi
sorry,
Delhi.
IIT Delhi.
I remember.
It
Yes, yes.
from IIT Delhi. So it was not reflecting on the Coke.
Coke
So
portal.
I was very much clear that okay, I have to choose between both of them, like either IIT Bombay or IIT. So in the fourth round only you will get that. So if you are eligible, if you have not selected anything before, then only you can go for the R
Then
interview.
only you can accept. Okay.
Yeah, then you means I remember that there is something like you can only give exam if you have not selected any.
If you have
Means
not
if
selected,
you have
yes,
not,
there was some
huh,
condition.
yeah, there
Yeah,
was
I'll try to find
condition.
out
I
that
had not
mail to
remember
read this.
actually.
Yes. So the
I have to
problem with
find
me
out.
was I got this means offer for interview,
Yeah,
but I did not win because I already had offer from IC
I
Bangalore.
yeah,
So
yeah,
so
that was the case. It
if I
was
wait for three rounds, you can't wait for more than three rounds. Retain an offer, and I was
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that if I'm going for IIT Bombay RA, even if I will be selected, either I have to reject this and then wait. So when you
yeah.
you won't get to know there na after interview whether you got this you will be selected or not.
No, I did not get. But in I remember like in 5 to 10 days or at least 1 week. After 1 week only, I got the result that I will
Okay,
selected or
okay.
not. Like they also used to give in the second round itself. Suppose this round they have taken the exam, so till the
Hmm.
second round they actually give the results. Like you
Okay,
are selected or not. And it
okay.
also comes with the 2 3 rounds. It's not like that only one round is the final round of selection.
Hmm.
If they did not
Okay,
get
okay.
the that much of RA, or then they will give the
Like
second
suppose
round
someone
also.
rejected in fourth round, then they might
Yeah,
get offer in fifth round also. Someone else will
fifth
get.
round also. Like, no, if
Okay.
nobody can, if you are rejected for
Hmm.
IIT Bombay RA, then you will not get,
Hmm.
but another people can get in the fifth round.
Another people, yes, yes, right.
Yeah, another
Okay.
people can get.
So that was like a detailed discussion on this because this process is a bit long process than TA
Yeah,
program.
this. But I
Hmm.
remember last year there was no written test. They have directly taken the interview and the lab test. That
Okay.
depends upon their management, because
Hmm.
we are also not so
I
much
mean,
part of that management.
it's not a constant or fixed type of
Yeah,
pattern that it will be followed. So
that is,
we need to go through this process every year. What will be the process,
yeah,
admission process this year? Okay.
because that is totally dependent on the demand. How much
Hmm.
RA they want. Actually, the thing is that, and how much RA has been turned up for the examination.
Examination. Okay.
Suppose you demand for the 10 and you are already getting the 20 student for the examination, so they will make some little easy at okay this much.
Means filtering process will be less if there are
Yeah,
less
that
applicants.
that depends upon their mood or their management, I can so know. That's
Okay.
what they decide. That is the fully
Hmm.
managerial things.
So then
That
next is like, is there any particular difference between the course curriculum in TA and RA? You already told
so
that the
yeah,
courses are same, but how the course
same.
flows like? Okay.
So there are the
But
particular
one thing,
structure.
Ayush, like you have more weeks, more hours of work per week. So that
Yeah,
means that RA, the students of RA will be taking crediting less courses in a semester.
yeah, correct.
So can you tell about the credit requirement of each course, like TA program and this RA program?
So they are actually 42 credit that you have to
Hmm.
complete. Okay.
Okay.
So thing is like that RA usually get 3 years. So what
Hmm.
they used to do, they used to take three subjects each semester, something
Hmm.
like that, three, 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 and it's
Like.
okay. But in the case of TA, they have to take more subjects per semester, because at the second last semester, means the third semester, they have to actually prepare for the placements and all.
Placements.
So they usually do not prefer to take any courses. They usually take one courses at that semester. So before that they have to take many courses, like suppose in one semester they can take 4 5 something like that. But this is one of the means what I can say, run and fast thing that they will use to see in IIT Bombay. That's why people used to say they are too busy, and you also
Hmm.
know those things.
Yes, yes,
Because
I know.
they are not no more time they get for study so many things and to do anything, because they are already overloaded things,
Hmm.
because assignments comes, projects comes, you have to meet the deadline, you have to go through it, something like that. So RA used to take little subject, because they used to spend most of time in the labs. So
Hmm.
that is one difference that I will say. So 42 credit means you have to take 12 subjects, at least 11 subjects you have to take, and one will be the institute elective.
Okay.
Institute elective, that is a more elaborate thing. You can, if you will enter in the IIT Bombay, then you should know these things. These things are very much internal thing. No need
Okay.
to know
Okay.
right now.
Hmm.
So this is
And
the thing.
one thing, what about the project, M.Tech project? Is there any difference between these for RA and TA?
No, regarding course, I will say there is no any difference. No any difference in the placement also. There is
But
only difference in the lab hours and the year of spent.
and the
Suppose,
project I'm talking about
yeah,
that
I'm
we come.
saying that the RA. So, as I have told, there are two types of RA, na?
Hmm.
Institute RA and project RA. So, what happens? The project RA is always be with the professor to which he or she has means working. Okay,
Hmm.
their MTech projects, everything will be with that professor. Institute RA has the privilege to take or privilege to choose any professor for MTech,
Okay.
MTech project. Same
Hmm.
with the TA. TA also choose any professor for any particular project, MTech
Okay.
project. Suppose I want to work in the computer architecture, suppose in domain computer
Hmm.
architecture. I will select that. I will approach to that professor. I will show them that yeah, I have done these things, these courses. I have whatever they demand for that project. But suppose they want something else I should do, then they will say you have not done these things, you should do first these things,
Okay.
and then you can choose the project.
Approach them.
So you will have the privilege of choosing the project. That is the good thing. It's not compulsory that you this is the professor, you have to work with him also, if you are liking or not liking.
Hmm.
So it is like that. So you will give 2 semester for those MTech project, full 2 semester. First will be the foundation and second will be the completion of that. Some
Okay.
professor also insist you to publish papers and all. So
Hmm.
it's upon your capability and something like that. If you want, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, it's your choice.
It's okay. And then what about the internship? How does internships happen?
So internship is little problematic. I will guess this year somewhat TAs have got the internship in some of the companies. I will, but RA for RA there is it is bit difficult for getting internship because RAs have to do uh, jobs in the vacation
Lab.
also, like
Okay.
lab jobs, like,
Mm-hmm.
so they will not prefer you to give internship. The thing is like that. That is the honest review that I can say. I will not say that they used to give. They do not used to give the internship. So you have to do the RA work only, like preparing for the next semester. What will the new labs that we can make, new
Mm-hmm.
handouts that we can make, and so on, those things.
Okay. Okay.
So for TA, there is some opportunity. For RA, this year it has come for opportunity. See next year what happens. It
Okay.
depends on the management.
And when did you
I think
start sitting for placements? RA.
so. The thing is that RA used to sit if we are actually 3 year course,
3 year program.
so 3 year program, right? So 6 semesters are there. So in the fifth
Mm.
semester, we used to sit on the placements. So
Okay.
our placements is actually starts in December actually for the
Mm.
interview round. Interview round
Yes.
1st of December. It starts first, second, third, and so on so far. Before that, there will be the huge written rounds and all those things will happen with the different companies. Their pre-placement talks and all those things that you company used to take. But in December only, our main interview happens from 1st of December, first day. That is called the
Mm.
first day placement. The second interview, second December, and so on. Every means in TA also they have the 4 year course, means sorry, 4 semester course. They used to
Fourth
sit on
semester.
the third year, third
Third
year,
semester.
third semester. Sorry, third semester.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I think it was that.
So thanks. That was a like a detailed discussion about RA program. Anything else you would like to mention about, particularly about IIT Bombay, or you want to share something about your experience so far?
Actually, right now I'm pursuing M.Tech in IIT Bombay, so I will say good things about it only.
Hmm.
There might be some bad things also, but it's okay. I will say that if you go any IITs or something like that, if you don't like some work, so you can, if you can adjust with that, you should adjust little bit. But
Okay.
if it exceeds, then you should not. Means there
Hmm.
is somewhere compromise you have to do. It's not like that. Suppose there are students who thinks that RA you have to do work, those things. But
Hmm.
it's not like that. It's very clumsy or something like that. You are capable of going to the IIT Bombay. That's why you have given that work. If you are not
Okay.
capable, you have not cleared the gate, it means you are not capable of that coming to
Hmm.
IIT Bombay. So don't think that if you are doing RA, you have got the less, what you can say, less rank or less score card. Then also you can opt for RA. It's not the bad choice, as I say.
Hmm.
It's also a good choice. Instead of working, you are actually going getting so many good professors, what you can say, lectures and all. There are many things that you will learn here and so on. So life is a challenge, everybody knows, and
Hmm.
everybody should take it with a smiley face. Okay, that's
Okay.
much I will say, everyone. And you are
Okay.
also known to those things. I we have met in the IT Kanpur during interview.
During our interview.
That's
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's a good thing. Okay.
So that's great, Ayush. We had a good conversation. I think it will clear the
Okay.
doubts for RA and also encourage like those who are having a not in the top 200, but they should definitely
Yeah.
check out these programs. Actually, that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to
Surely.
tell because when we met, we discussed a lot about these programs. So
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
IIT,
Right.
even IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, MS programs. So I think
Yeah. Yeah.
the main intention was to let the people, students, be aware of these programs. Thanks, Ayush. That
Correct.
was great.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.